Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I've got my beautiful shallow aquarium here behind me. Now you guys might have seen on Instagram I've been posting this on a few reels and a few different posts, but now it's come round to the time of actually creating something inside the aquarium. Now I'm very much used to creating something a little bit bigger than this, you know, my 90 centimeter aquarium and also my ADA 60p. So this is a bit of a challenge for me to try and do a nano aquarium, especially a shallow, and you know, come up with some sort of ideas on what to do. So I did actually put a post out on Instagram on the story asking you guys, what would you like to see me create inside this aquarium? Now a few different options come up. You know, I thought about maybe a Brazilian style, but then I thought, you know what, it's probably going to be too small to sort of create that depth. An irigumi, of course, is a very classic kind of style layout, but I think I've opted to more of like a pond style aquascape here today. Now I've got some beautiful material, lots of different options. I'll showcase that and show you very shortly, but I was going to give it a go. You know, I'm very much out of my depth, I think, a little bit with creating shallow aquariums. I think it's a lot easier to create a very impactful aquascape in something a lot larger. So it's really going to come down to the detailing inside this aquarium, and also plant choices are very key and very important. You know, we're going to try and create some sort of immersed growth, I believe, coming out the top. I've got some beautiful pebbles and rocks that I'll show you shortly. But yeah, it's a beautiful aquarium. I've actually got a custom backlight from a company called The Light Ground, which is absolutely amazing. They actually custom built this to fit the 60 centimeter UNS shallow. So yeah, it's looking fantastic. Beautiful low iron glass, and we've got the Hyperspot by Skylight. My sponsor Skylight have very kindly sent me the light and also the bracket. So yeah, it's looking very professional and very beautiful. So cannot wait to show you guys what I've got head in store for this. Let me show you the hardscape, what we've got. So this is some of the hardscape I'm going to be working with today. Ignore the mess in this second bedroom of mine, my little studio that I'm trying to convert into like an aquascaping gallery. But yeah, we've got a beautiful sort of collection of Manzanita wood here. So we've got the sort of more log sort of type Manzanita, which looks really, really nice. I'm not sure whether I'm going to use it. Let's see. But we've also got this amazing detailed bits of Manzanita, you know, very tree-like. It's absolutely stunning. I mentioned previously before in one of my build videos that I got this from California. So this was actually from Tom Barr, who actually ships Manzanita worldwide for lots of different aquascaping galleries. But yeah, just look at that. It's absolutely stunning. So we might use that. And then we've got obviously some smaller bits, you know, a bit more detailing. Different angles, different sort of shapes and sizes to sort of play around with. But I have to bear in mind this is a very small nano aquarium, so I'm not sure whether we're going to use all of it, of course. So WIO have very kindly sent me some nano boulders and some rocks here. Let me just show you guys some of the rocks we've got here. Lots of various different sizes. These actually go a lot darker, and they've got a beautiful sort of green hue to it. Some lovely sort of emerald gravel, which is like a gravel type that will kind of hopefully match, as you guys can see, the rocks that we've got here. We've got also some sticky soil, which we're going to be using. This is going to be used maybe on top of a bit of wood that kind of can go outside the aquarium, and we can grow some immersed plants. So I'm very excited to try this one. I've never tried that before. So I also got to shout out another company that has sent me a canister filter here. Now look at this, it's such a diddy little canister filter. This is by True Aqua Design. They're a company in Malaysia. They very kindly sent me a little canister filter. So you can actually run CO2 off this. So I'm very excited to see what that's going to look like, especially once everything grows in, and you know how it's actually going to work in terms of the volume for the size of the tank we've got here. So yeah, shout out to them for sending me one. And perhaps I'll leave a link description down below so you can maybe purchase one yourself. So shout out to CO2 Art as well. They've also sent me the Pro SE Series Advanced Dual Stage CO2 Regulator. Now these are a great bit of kit, so I'm going to be pairing this up with the canister filter I just showed you. So I'm going to have CO2 going inside this shallow aquarium for, you know, optimal plant health and, you know, the best success that we can do. But yeah, I'm excited about doing something this kind of small and shallow aquarium. It's a little bit of a challenge for me, but I'm excited. So let's crack on, and let me know, guys, what you think about the build that I create here today. And part 2 will be coming soon, and that will be the planting video. So the first step is to put some crushed lava rock inside some zip tie bags. Now I do this because one, it protects the glass, and two, it enables me to create some good height for the hardscape to sit on. So I had a little practice off camera before I started here today, and I decided I'm going to go for the larger pieces of Manzanita. Now these are more like log style, very bulky, but I think it's going to be a great starting point to start with these and build off. So as you guys know, I never really have a plan in mind. I kind of just let my imagination run wild and kind of just really sort of go with the flow and try and create something that looks really aesthetically pleasing. So I think starting with these logs are going to be great. I'm thinking maybe I'm going to go more of a triangular kind of shape. I never really sort of planned to do this prior to actually scaping this tank today, but it's kind of what feels natural at the moment. So I'm just going to keep continuing and keep building off from these big pieces of Manzanita. I guess one of the only thoughts that I had about scaping this tank would be about allowing some room for some negative space. Recently I've kind of discovered that leaving a little bit of negative space can work really well and obviously make your aquarium seem a lot larger. As you guys know, I love Hardscape, adding so much rocks, wood and details, and sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming, you know, but I really wanted to make something a little bit more minimalistic as such in this tank, and especially focused on that negative space on the right hand side. So when aquascaping a tank like this size, sometimes it can be a bit of a challenge trying to get your hand in certain areas. So I've decided to take this piece of wood out, glue it to a piece of rock, and then put it back into the aquarium where I want it. So one of the good things about doing it this way, you know, if I decide to change the hardscape later on, which I'm probably sure I will, I can move it around very easy. One of my favourite things about using this Manzanita wood, it just goes, you know, everything just looks so good together, to be honest with you. It's very easy to work with, you know, the detailing on the different pieces of the wood is absolutely amazing. So I'm really going to focus on adding a little bit more detail. I think I've got the kind of the first 2 or 3 main structures into place at this point. So now it's just going to be about building off this main structure, adding some more rocks and detailing pieces of wood and trying to follow that triangular line. So the next step will be to glue all this hardscape together. Now I decided to leave it 24 hours. That way I can come back with a fresh pair of eyes and work out what adjustments I need to do. However, I need to be gluing all this hardscape into place, otherwise if I continue building off this tank, I will end up keep building and everything will just come crashing down and I'll forget to glue certain pieces. So it's very important to glue the main structure into place, so I'll be using the kitchen roll paper towel method with some super glue. Another one of my tips and tricks, I generally normally use sand over the glue marks that I end up making from actually gluing pieces of wood together. Unfortunately, at this time I only have really light coloured sand, so I know it's a little bit of an eyesore, but I'm not too concerned, you know, I'm going to be planting over these sort of areas anyway, so it's not a problem, but a darker sand would have been more preferable. See guys, I told you this is the perfect thing you have to do about gluing pieces of wood to rocks. I wasn't really happy how this was sitting, so I decided to make a few adjustments and move the piece of wood a little bit lower, that way it wasn't going to sit too high. So I've added some more detailing surrounding stones around the main structure here. Now this is the green jade stone from WIO. I really like this stone, it's so beautiful, but the main thing is making sure that these rocks are not too uniform, making sure that they have various different sizes and shapes so it doesn't look too parallel at the front of the glass. The next step will be adding some detailing gravel. As I mentioned previously at the start of the video, this gravel goes perfect with these stones. I'm really glad that I got this, and big shout out to WIO for sending me this, but this is where I feel like the aquascape will start coming alive when I start adding the detailing stones around the area. So guys, if you remember at the start of the video I showed you these different options we had in terms of hardscape. These Manzanita branches are absolutely amazing, but I'm not too sure, you know, does it look good? I don't know, but I'm going to be adding some anyway, and let's see later down the line whether I decide to keep them here or add some more or take them away. But I think they look nice, you know, they do look kind of natural. They pair very well with the bulky Manzanita logs that we have inside the aquarium already. So I decided to break off some bigger pieces of Manzanita and actually break them down into little sort of detailing pieces. I thought, you know what, if I'm going to use the branches on the top of the aquarium, I definitely need to start thinking about using detailing pieces underwater. So yeah, I'm going to start sort of building up little bits of detailing in between the rocks, in between the different pieces of wood that we already have here, and sort of aim towards the back right hand corner like a triangular shape like I mentioned previously. So let's see, I mean, it's looking very nice so far, and I'm really happy how it's coming out. So guys, you know how I get. Once I start building a hardscape, I just can't stop. So I've added more wood coming down the main structure, and now it's nearly touching the glass. It does look cool, but to be honest, I'm probably setting myself up for a maintenance nightmare later. But you know what? It's all part of the fun, right? So for this tank, I've mixed two of my most favourite sands. We've got the WIO Cimarron sand and also WIO Heaven. I've used the more textured Cimarron closer to the rocks to really tie everything together, and then added a thin layer of the Heaven around the edges. I keep this super minimal at the front to hold on to that sense of depth, but honestly, I'm really loving how these two work together. It gives the layout a really natural layered feel without overcomplicating it. So that's it for this shallow aquarium build today. Honestly, I've really enjoyed creating this one. It was a fun challenge and a great way for me to push my skills further as an aquascaper. But I'll be running the dark start for now until it's time to plant. So if you've got any suggestions for plant choices, definitely drop me a comment down below and let me know what you think about the hardscape. But this is part one of what will probably be a 3-part series. I've got some exciting projects on the way, including another 60cm aquarium. So if there's something you'd love to see me create next, let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. And I'll see you on the next one.